Have you ever heard the word Taiiku-kai in Japan? The word can be translated into sports team in English, but it's not a simple concept of sports team. Once you join, it feels more like a modern military group, and the system is made to control people inside an organization. There are strict hierarchies, many strange rules, and a culture where people must enjoy everything to show their mental strengths. In this video, I will explain what it is, what this system have influenced Japan's society structure, and why it still exists until now. I'm going to start by explaining what Taiiku-kai actually looks like. Many people outside Japan might have never heard of it, so let me break down the reality of this system. In Japan universities, there are usually two kinds of sports communities. One is called sakuru, which literally comes from the English word circle. These groups are casual, friendly, and basically for fun. The relationships are flat, participation is flexible, and people join to enjoy the sport. But the other community, the one I want to talk about, is Taiiku-kai. Even though people in Sakuru and Taiiku-kai are playing the same sports, the nature of these two organizations is completely different. Now, let's look at what a typical day in Taiiku-kai looks like. This part is based on my own experience and also what I heard from my friends who are in these teams. Imagine you are a freshman in a Japanese Taiiku-kai club. At 6 a.m., you will join a compulsory morning practice. If you are a freshman or sophomore, you must arrive 30 minutes earlier than your senior to set up everything for practice. At 9 a.m., it's common for members to skip class because in Japan, academic grades don't matter much for job hunting. So many Taiiku students sleep in the class or go to friends' apartment nearby to rest. At 1 p.m., they attend the minimum required class or work on assignments. At 4 p.m., it's a practice again. All practices are mandatory and you can't choose whether to join or not. The only allowed reason for absence are a family funeral or wedding. If you are sick, you can technically request permission, but people rarely do. There's a lot of peer pressure and being absent is seen as bad self-management. Most clubs practice 4 to 5 days in a week, including weekends. The training is extremely intense. Even though members are not trained to become professional athletes, they still have to endure strict drills. If you can't keep up, seniors say things like, "You don't have guts," or "This is because of your lack of mental strength," rather than giving practical advice or improvement. Additionally, your senior gives you instruction during practice, and you can't say your opinion, you can't discuss it, and the only thing you can do is saying yes and do it. After practice, freshmen and sophomore must clean up everything. If your senior looks tired or busy, you are expected to voluntarily take over without being told. If you don't, you will be scolded later. At 8 p.m., it's club dinner time. Of course, it's also mandatory. You can't simply say, "I want to go home." The peer pressure is extremely strong and there are many invisible rules. For example, you must use honorable language even if the senior is only 1 or 2 years older. You can't start eating before your senior starts. You have to finish your meal earlier than them. After dinner, seniors often pay for us, and younger members line up outside the restaurant to greet seniors and show their appreciation. This is just one pattern of a day. If the dinner involves alcohol, the rules become even more strict. When I first joined the club, they handed me a bunch of paper and there are about 50 to 60 written rules. The rules about greeting, speaking, and even related to how you can use your social media. For example, you can't post a picture of yourself resting your elbows on the table, because that posture is considered rude to your seniors. If they see the photo on social media, it basically means you are being disrespectful to them. What bothered me the most was when I tried to quit, seniors took turns persuading me not to leave. I had to attend multiple one on one meetings. It took me an entire month to quit officially. They kept saying things like, if you stay, you will build your mental toughness, you will become strong, and it benefits your career after graduation. This brings us to the next strange point. Why do they say it benefits your career after graduation? To answer this, we need to look at the historical roots of this system. Let's explore that next. In the late 19th century, Japan was going through rapid modernization. After centuries of isolation, the country suddenly faced Western powers and realized one thing very clearly: a strong nation made by strong people. Physical strength was no longer just a personal matter at this time. It became a national concern. The idea spread that building healthy, disciplined bodies would lead to a strong military, a strong economy, and ultimately a stronger Japan. Based on this idea, physical education was introduced into school programs. In the early days, the focus was not on competitive sports but on gymnastics. Gymnastics was seen as the most efficient way to build strong, well-balanced bodies. Movements were standardized, repetitive, and easy to teach to large groups of students. Through daily exercise, students were trained to move together, follow instructions, and enjoy physical strength. This approach laid the foundation for Japan's unique style of physical education that valued order and unity before competition. Between 1930 and 1945, in the Second World War period, militarism deeply influenced in Japan's education system. Schools were no longer just places for learning academic subjects. They were expected to train students to become disciplined and obedient members for the nation. Hierarchy, obedience, collectivism, and mental toughness were strongly emphasized through physical training. Students learned to follow orders without question, endure hardship, and prioritize the group over the individual. It was during this period that foundation of Taiiku-kai culture was created. During the Second World War, these values were pushed to an extreme. Kamikaze pilots, which was the suicide attack team, are a powerful symbol of the time. They were taught to obey authority without question and to be mentally strong enough to face death. Sacrificing oneself for the group was seen as honorable. Saying no was almost impossible because of intense social pressure. This mindset represents the most extreme form of Taiiku-kai spirit. After 1945, Japan removed militarism from its education system. Physical education was reformed and military training was no longer allowed. However, the mindset did not disappear completely. Ideas such as obedience, endurance, and respect for hierarchy remained, especially in group activities. Between 1960 and 1980, it's a period of high economic growth. Japan needed a large number of disciplined workers. The structure of Taiiku-kai fit this workforce management very well. Obedience, long working hours, and strict hierarchy became common in companies. Many people regarded hard work as virtue. The mindset can also be seen in real workplace examples from that time. According to the Asahi News, training camps were held for company employees. Workers were encouraged to shout, repeat tasks, and show motivation through spirit rather than skill. Employees who worked from morning until late at night were praised as ideal workers. The spirit-based work style reflects how Taiiku-kai values continue to shape Japanese society, even outside sports and schools. As we have seen, society strongly influenced education in Japan. School became places to train people who could fit into organizations. Students were taught to follow rules, respect hierarchy, and endure pressure. The goal was not only academic education, but preparation for life inside companies. After 2000, some problems gradually revealed, such as harassment, corporal punishment, and serious accident. One well-known example is the rule that students were not allowed to drink water during practice. This rule was initially set to strengthen endurance, but it had risk of health problems and questioned widely in public at this time. Eventually, it was changed as shown in these news headlines. Through reforms and social change, many of these practices disappeared. School and workplaces slowly moved away from extremely discipline. However, this mindset did not vanish completely. Today, it mainly remains in the specific university's sports team, which is called Taiiku-kai. Today, this culture still exists in many Japanese universities. People often call it a tradition, and because of that, it has been allowed to continue without much questioning. Many companies even prefer to hire Taiiku-kai students, not because of academic performance or specific skills they have, but because these students are trained to endure pressure, follow strict rules, and never complain. This is why seniors often say Taiiku-kai will benefit your career after graduation. At its core, this system teaches people to stop thinking for themselves and simply obey instructions. Working hard without questioning is seen as a virtue. And if you can't keep up, you are labeled as mentally weak. To be fair, the system has started to change. Some companies are updating their management style, and of course, playing sports and working with others can teach valuable skills, and there are less people join Taiiku-kai these days. But the real problem is that many people still believe this tradition is an essential part of Japanese culture. They see it as something that should be preserved and passed down even with all its issues. Recently, I interviewed a student who was part of Taiiku-kai and said he wants to become a CEO in the future. When I asked him what he thinks about this system, his answer was, I believe Taiiku-kai is what makes Japanese people unique and stronger than other nationalities. I won't be a strict boss like in the past, but I will definitely pass this mindset to the next generation. This is a wrap of today's video. So, what do you think? What are sports teams like in your country? Let me know your thought in the comments. If you find this video interesting, please give it a like. I will keep posting more videos about Japanese society, so don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.